As Mr. Costin indicated, we're looking at changing 612.02 of the revised code, and we've had discussions in Safety Committee in reference to this, along with our legal representatives, Mr. Lieberman and Mr. Ruhlbach, in changing this. As he had said, this is something that's been done in other communities in our county, and we work closely with the community that cares and Mr. Williams and the Addis Board to combat teen drinking and things such as that, along with some of the other addiction services that they provide. What specifically, getting back to 612.02 would do, it gives us another kind of tool as far as changing the language to include recklessly instead of just knowingly, which provides it a little bit of a easier way to put together a case for Prosecutor Ruhlbach to prosecute these types of situations when they do happen. Hopefully, we will not see these things increase, and it's my intention that I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going to turn it over to Tim Williams from the Addis Board, who has done extensive research with the other communities and worked well with them.
Communities that care focuses on youth, creating an environment that's healthier for youth. We work with local school districts, local police departments. As Chief Streeter mentioned, we do compliance checks with this police department, as well as around 10 other police departments throughout Lorain County. And so what we really want to do is impact public policy. We work with schools, we work with parents, we work with pretty much in every sector of society. And specifically with council, we're always identifying, so what is on their avenue? And we were made aware of through some national work around codified ordinances on the specific piece of social hosting. And in the Ohio Revised Code, there is a default ordinance. And as has been mentioned, that ordinance gives a prescription for if a person is knowingly providing alcohol. Law enforcement, that's a tough bar to try to build a case around. And again, our intention is not to criminalize, not to create criminals, but to create public awareness and to find out how we as a community can help with this issue. This is not a police problem. It is not a city legislation problem. It's a community issue. That teenage alcohol drinking is the #1 problem of teens. Their #1 drug of choice is alcohol. We're seeing a lot of things around the opioid epidemic, but we still know that teens and alcohol, and based on their own reporting, we do a pride survey every 2 years. On last year, we surveyed about 2,500 teens in Lorain County, and they say they're drinking at friends' homes on weekends. We're doing a lot with compliance checks. I think right now in Lorain County of establishments, we have about an 85% compliance rate, which is really good. Most of our establishments are doing the right things, but our kids are still getting alcohol. And so this is a place where we think we can intercept that. So we're very pleased that you all have looked at this. We were able to be at a past meeting, and there was a lot of due diligence done in terms of making sure that what you're crafting is responsible and does not create a hostile criminal environment. Anything that we can do creatively to really enforce that we want a healthy community. We're not trying to get the gotcha and the catcha things. We're trying to create an opportunity for our kids to be in a safe environment.
First of all, let's give you some where it is. Moore Road, and you have Weber Road. Okay, and Walker's up here. This is just on the very corner. And this is Waterside Crossing South. You know that there's also development that has already gone in, and this is a new section of it.
Because this subdivision is draining into a new retention basin that will go into an existing one that's along Walker Road. So a lot of thought was put into the layout of this area so that it has no adverse impacts on the rest of the subdivision. So I'm glad that we got this all worked out and we all got on the same page, and we're at the stage where the contingency that was approved that was put on it by Planning Commission has been satisfied. So,
right. And if I could add to that, the EPA standards today are more strict than what they were when we first started the subdivision here. Yes, I brought my flyers, and all of the council had it about Memorial Day. If you want to be in the parade, please get a hold of one of us up here, and we will connect with you and give you the information. The parade begins at the high school at 10 o'clock. Lineup for vehicles begins at 9 o'clock on Monday, May 29th. If you're walking, You should be there at 9:15. You'll notice it's after the vehicles are there. We're trying to keep it safe. We're also looking for, and I do this every year, we're looking for Blue Star and Gold Star mothers. Gold Star mothers, their loved one did not return home from their service for the country, and Blue Star mothers, they have sons or daughters who are presently serving. We have a beautiful honor ceremony that will include them. I would like to have you come. We're not going to mention your name to keep your family private and protected, but you will be going home with something. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Trenderbush. And thanks for your work on that parade
You're
as
welcome.
well. I just want to announce that Thursday at the Avon Lake Library will be the awards for Citizen and Project of the Year. Gene Sekulik and Sherry Spencer are the two for Citizen, and then the Project of the Year was the Avon Lake Children's Garden, sponsored by the Avon Lake Library. It'll be at 6 p.m. If you're interested in attending and having dinner, you can contact me at 933-7310. And again, that's Thursday at 6 p.m. at the library.